I want to start with kind of just the bounce back performance from so many guys that didn't shoot the ball well last night, but came out and put up big numbers. What does that say about their abilities?
Yes.
Well, you talked about it pregame, right? How do you? Yes. But it was great to see. And that team's been playing at a really high level, very physical team. And the beginning of that game was really chippy. And I think it was great. It kind of helped wake us up, and we responded. I really liked how we responded to it. And for Michael Porter, who had been, struggling to make shots as of late, as I said after the game in Milwaukee last night, Michael's too good of a shooter, where he's not going to continue to have those struggles. 28 points, 9 rebounds, 6 of 7 from the three-point line. Nikola, another tremendous triple-double, impacting the game across the board. CB goes 10 of 14 from the field. Jamal goes 5 of 9 from 3, 31 points. I felt Zeke Naji had a real impact on the game defensively, blocking some shots. This was a really good team win on the second night of a back-to-back. So Chris Marlowe's question next time, you can update the numbers against a team that's been playing well. And we have one game left on this road trip, a very challenging game, and hopefully we can find a way to go into Boston and compete and give ourselves a chance.
We've talked a lot about Christian's success in transition, obviously, but in the half court, just kind of the spatial awareness, the timing of when to cut, the way he's able to play off Nikola. How have you kind of seen those things develop for him in the half court?
Well, Christian and Nikola are I think, are really close on and off the court. They have a tremendous relationship. And, CB understands, all right, so if I'm going to have a certain player on me, I'm going to get him involved. And who better to get them involved with than Nikola Jokic, who's going to make the right read every time. So, Christian is much more than a 5-point transition player. In the half court, his ability to knock down threes, he hit 2 tonight, to rebound, to defend, but also to screen, to roll, to cut, to finish. Just a complete basketball player. And I thought his defense tonight on Cade Cunningham was outstanding. Cade is one of the tougher covers in the league, and I thought CB, not by himself, I thought Nikola Jokic's levels all night long, being at the level, was really impactful and a big part of this win. Because that third quarter is where we kind of separated ourselves, and that third quarter defense was one of our better defensive quarters of the season.
Was the tech that you took, was there a little bit of carryover from the Milwaukee game associated with that, or was it just in the moment, those first couple of possessions?
No, I was just going to let those 3 officials know that, I'm not going to allow that to happen tonight, or they're just going to grab, hold, impede Nikola Jokic. That is not the game plan moving forward, to stop us or Nikola. And it's my job as a head coach to protect and fight for my guys. And that's all that was. There is a thing called freedom of movement in this league, and obviously we got to make sure that we are, just aware of that. So it was just to let Natalie know she's a very good ref. It wasn't anything personal. It never is. It was just me trying to fight for my guys and let the referees know, hey, if I have to get tossed tonight to fight for my guys, I'll definitely do so. But didn't have to. Our guys picked it up from there, and the referees obviously, I think, got control of the game after that.
Coach, Nikola, in February, you guys had a great team record. He played well throughout the entire month. Can you make a case for Nikola being the Western Conference Player of the Month for February? 27.5, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 61% shooting prior to tonight's game.
Well, I'm just going to echo everything you just said. I mean, so what was our record in the month of February?
I think 10-1.
So I think the award usually goes to not just a player who has had an incredible month, but it goes to the player that's had an incredible month that translated to wins. And I can't imagine anybody had a better month of February than the Denver Nuggets or Nikola Jokic. So, yes, he has my nomination to be the Western Conference Player of the Month for the month of February, which I think he's already broken the franchise record for having the most of those. So hopefully he gets another one.
I know you guys have talked about how Jamal's really found himself, maybe even since December, but his month of February was also really good. Have you seen him take a step up in his game?
So am I nominating him now, too?
I just want to know. You can nominate whoever you want.
If you don't give it to Nikola, my second choice. Well, I was talking to Jamal before the game tonight, and this morning, And just say, hey, how you feeling? Thoughts on last night? And he's like, I just got to be better. And I said, well, how can I help you? He goes, no. He goes, Coach, you're trying. I have to be better. And we talked about how he's been so effective as of late because he's been not easing into games, but trying to really impose his will early. And I think he made a concerted effort tonight to, get back to being an aggressive Jamal Murray from the get-go, not ease into the game, not try to get everybody else going. Hey, let me get me going, because when that happens, that's bodes well for all the other guys on the team. And so hopefully Jamal is able to continue to play at the level he's played at. Like I said, really good win for us, but nothing to celebrate. We have one more game on this challenging road trip, and hopefully we can go into Boston and have a great chance against the defending champs.
Again, you've talked about it before in the past, but Zeke Naji, you've had him come in and start for you. His numbers may not be monster, but he's as competitive a dude out there and really looks like he belongs.
Well, knocks down 2 threes, shooting the ball with confidence, has 3 block shots, made a couple of really athletic plays at the rim. And just a guy that I think all the guys root for, because Zeke is wired the right way and he's about all the right things. It's never about Zeke Naji. It's about what can I do to help this team win. And, with Peyton Watson being out, ever since however many games it's been, you have to give Zeke a tremendous amount of credit. Hey, I'm out of the rotation. Now I'm in the rotation. We're trying to win games. Like this, we're not just a regular team. We're trying to win games and do something special. And Zeke just hopped in right away and didn't skip a beat. So really happy for Zeke, really proud of him because, as I mentioned before, and I'll keep on mentioning, he's just a wonderful person. And you want to see guys like that have success.
Just to follow up on the freedom of movement point that you made, that's something, that was part of the Lakers game plan on, it seemed like a few times, was trying to take away the space off the ball. Is that something that you've had conversations with the league about, just in terms of the actual space that he has off the ball and how that game planned, I guess? I
haven't, had any conversations with the league recently about anything in terms of, how we perceive we're being refereed. The great thing about our league is that, you always have the ability to do so. Very open and willing to communicate, and they'll give you their honest feedback. They're not going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to, well, this is how we see it. And it's always good to hear that. But no, tonight was just me just making sure that I wasn't going to allow Nikola just to be held and grabbed and all that stuff for 48 minutes. That's just not, the way this game is officiated. And, hey, look, Nikola went to the foul line 12 times. We went to the foul line 31 times. So I took that tech at 11-11, might have been one of the quicker techs I've ever gotten. I told David Adelman to be ready to coach. And after that, though, we settled in and we took care of business. So that's a good thing.